Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good day. I am here. I worked until I think I was finally finished at 10 o'clock last night on the house. Just getting it cleaned up, like things that you normally don't do. I did that, and then I got up early today and have been working on it again. So everything is basically done, inside and outside. The only thing I still have to work on are the windows, and I'll show you what I'm going to do to try to clean them this time to get them really sparkling clean. I am standing inside of Rob's office. I don't want to show you the state of it because it's an absolute mess. A mess, because we have been working, well, not me, not Rob, Bailey has actually put in a mini split in Rob's office. Rob's office is separate from the house. It's on the end of our detached garage. And he has been struggling with heat and air for the last almost 4 years. We've just been doing what we need to do with a removable air conditioner and space heaters. But since Bailey is going to school for HVAC, we let him work his magic. And he did such a good job. The reason why we held off so long is because 4 years ago, it was probably 3 years ago when we were quoted a price. Back then, it was $3,000 to $4,000 to put in a mini split in I think this is 150 square feet area. And now that Bailey knows how to do it, we didn't have to pay labor. We just bought some of his tools and he put it in. I'll show you what it looks like. I can't show you the office. It's an absolute nightmare. You'll see the stuff on the floor. I'll show you the unit, what it looks like on the wall and what the unit looks like on the outside. Here's the door, and then the mini split hangs on the wall. It's kind of what you see in the hotel rooms on the very bottom, but these units usually hang up closer to the top. It will control heating and air, and they do a lot of these, Bailey was saying, in Europe, because a central unit is so expensive and these are less. And depending on how big this is, it can keep bigger spaces heated and cooled. But we just went with a smaller one because of the size of Rob's office. But we need to do a lot yet. But this is what the inside looks like. And then this is the unit. This is on Rob's patio right outside his French doors. The reason why we put it there is we thought about putting it in, there's a bathroom in Rob's office on that wall, but as soon as you walked in, you would see that. And this was expensive to run the electrical, and I can't imagine how much it would have been running it all the way outside around that wall. So this is what it looks like. It is super quiet, and it will keep his office very cooled and very warm. And yeah, I'm very proud of Bailey. He's never done anything like this before. So yeah, this is what he will be doing hopefully for the next 30, 40 years. I realized I never showed you what the range hood looks like now. This is what it's supposed to look like. And if you look on the ceiling, you can see the reflection of the copper on the ceiling because it's polished that well. Looks a lot better, doesn't it? You remember how dark that was? Well, not anymore. It's all clean. And I did get a message about why does it take me so long? Why do I wait so long in between cleanings? It's because that is a job. That is a job. It takes probably a half a roll of paper towels, at least, a half a bottle of Brasso, and it is time consuming. It takes over an hour, and it's worth it, but it gets done probably 4 times a year.
You were always on my mind. You're always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you. All those lonely, lonely times.
This grandpa spent the last decade of his life cuddling sick babies. David Deutschman was known as the ICU grandpa, and for the last 14 years of his life, he volunteered to hold and comfort babies who were too sick to go home whenever their parents couldn't be there with them in the intensive care units.
Some of my guy friends asked me what I do here, and I told them, well, I hold babies. Sometimes I get puked on, I get peed on. It's great. They say, why would you do that? And, they just don't get it, the kind of reward you can get from holding a baby like this.
David passed away from pancreatic cancer at the age of 86, but he'll always be remembered, especially by the mothers and fathers of the children he comforted.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies